What is currently happening, programs? Welcome to the Grid VR, where I'll be bringing you this week's news in virtual reality. It's Sunday the 10th of December 2017, and all I can say this week is
Liberty Pride is online.
We've got Fallout 4 getting life-sized, Accounting VR getting plus-sized, Tomb Raider PC VR realized, Vacation Simulator, Marble Simulator, Retro ROM Simulator, and much more. Today, I'm going to cover off the main events to keep you in the loop. So stay locked, crush that like button, enjoy, and welcome to the Grid VR. Fallout 4 VR is upon us this Tuesday, in fact, and it's gonna be buggy. Sorry. It's gonna be buggy. Okay, look, it's probably gonna have some bugs, but this is the one. Skyrim on PSVR was developed and released by Bethesda Game Studios and limited to that system for now, and was the full original game in its entirety. Doom, on the other hand, was developed by id Software, but published by Bethesda Softworks, and was available on PSVR, Vive, and Rift via Steam VR, but for the most part had limited locomotion options, and it was a short 3-ish hour campaign. Fallout 4, on the other hand, is the granddaddy release of this ragtag bunch of VR rapscallions. It's the full game with full locomotion options in VR on a PC. So no PSVR release at this time, and you may be wondering why. Well, the minimum specs are up, and a GTX 1070 or AMD RX Vega 56 is the minimum GPU, along with 8GB of RAM and a decent i5 or AMD FX 8350 CPU or better. Compare this minimum spec to be able to run Fallout 4 VR on PC to the PS4's AMD graphics card, which came out in 2013. Yep, 4 years old. The PS4 Pro, on the other hand, fares a little better, as the GPU was released last year, which puts it in the same time and date ballpark. Shh, don't use that word, man. You'll get us all killed. And I know you can't directly compare specs from a PC with identical specs on a PS4 and expect them to perform the same. But still, that's a hefty minimum spec. And with the recommended spec being a GTX 1080 or AMD RX Vega 64 GPU and an i7 6700K or AMD Ryzen 5 1600X equivalent CPU or better, it's heavy duty. But for your minimum or recommended spec, you get to bash enemies freely with whatever is in your hand at the time using motion controllers. Process your personal information on a Pip-Boy, slow down time and use the VAT system to statistically target specific limbs, customize your Wasteland Paradise, rock power armor, and follow in Liberty Prime's anti-communist, not hate speech shadow. There'll be options to switch between teleport and smooth locomotion freely, snap turn, smooth turn, and rock a left-handed setup if you swing that way. Support-wise, only the HTC Vive is officially supported, not the Rift, due to an ongoing court battle between Bethesda's parent companies ZeniMax and Oculus. Everyone has their conspiracy theories at this stage, but me, I like to picture a whole lot of Bethesda employees spending shitloads of time with Rift headsets on while they optimize away. Probably wouldn't help the court case, but at least they aren't actively blocking Rift releases, so it's highly likely the game will work on Rift one way or another at some point, regardless of full support. But I would maybe recommend Rift users wait a day or two after release, or be prepared to take advantage of Steam's refund system if you have to. Shitty legal battles aside, after seeing the past 2 VR games play out, I kinda feel like Bethesda has been putting the bulk of their resource into this being the pinnacle of their big 3 VR releases. And how do I think it'll compare to all the previous flat versions of the game? Couldn't tell you. Never really got into Fallout 4.
What the fuck?
Haha, nope. Suck at open world games and too busy making videos. Actually, I love it. I love that games like Fallout 4 exist, and I love that this behemoth title is coming to VR. And I know someone out there will love it too, so I'm going to give away a Steam key for Fallout VR to one lucky program next week. Shit, son, that was a sly-ass segue. Yep, it's coming on Christmas, and you've all been such an insanely solid bunch this year, so I want to express my gratitude in digits. Just post in the comments something you liked from one of the previous episodes of the Grid VR, and if you're a subscriber, I'll put your username in the draw and pick a winner next week. Simples. Anyways, back to the news. Fallout 4 will be out Tuesday the 12th of December on Steam, and if you want to read all the gory launch details right now, then check the description below for a link before you bound through endless waste with your trusty companion. First you jobbed, now you vacation. Owlchemy Labs, the creators of Job Simulator and the Rick and Morty virtual reality games, have announced their next original title at the Game Awards 2017. Vacation Simulator looks strikingly similar in style to Job Simulator, only this time around you'll get to volley the ball instead of punch the clock. The title will be coming to the Sony PSVR, Oculus Rift and HTC Vive in 2018, and you've got to wonder, when is virtual reality coming to PSVR? Well, 2018 actually.
Oh shit, motherfucker!
Owlchemy Labs and Adult Swim Games are bringing Rick and Morty virtual reality to the PSVR next year. A much requested title on this platform, so it appears a lot of people's Christmas prayers have been answered, but after Christmas. Play as a Morty clone and step through portals, make things from things, get abused by Rick consistently, command a Meeseeks, live a life in 5 minutes, do washing, feed the monster in the basement, and a whole lot more from the comfort of Rick's garage. No exact release date as yet, but I'd say this will likely be in the earlier stages of next year, though I'll keep you posted. Also on the R&M buzz, Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland's Squanch Games is back in collaboration with the Stanley Parable's William Pug and Crows, and they're bringing Accounting VR to the PSVR. Not only that, they've completely redesigned the title in a way only these creative comedy goldmines could possibly do. Accounting Plus will be more than double the size of the original PC version of the game and feature new characters, levels, shit to do, and by the looks of it, that abrasive treasures.
Fuck you!
Accounting VR on the PC was a uniquely dark and funny diamond in the rough and had a high level of polish, so expect the PSVR version to hold that same standard. The trailer is up now on YouTube, link in the description for that, and pre-orders will get you a 15% discount where the regular price of the game is only $12. And briefly, Crystal Dynamics, the developers of Rise of the Tomb Raider, have made the Blood Ties DLC and its VR component available on Steam for Rift and Vive users. Previously a PSVR experience only, the game lets you wander the halls of Croft Manor as you search for your father's will to prove your right to the family home. You'll need to own the 20th anniversary edition of Rise of the Tomb Raider, or if you own the standard version of the game already, you can buy the 20-year celebration DLC pack for $10. Once you have the game, you'll need to play through until you reach Croft Manor in the regular game, then just go to your VR menu in Steam, go to Rise of the Tomb Raider and select Launch in Steam VR mode. Done. The high-paced, high-tech, anti-gravity racing game Wipeout is coming to PSVR in early 2018. The VR version of the game will include a new cockpit view, full 3D audio, and contain every track across every game mode that you can play off or online. It will be a free update for owners of the Amiga collection on PS4, and I have no doubt it's gonna make a lot of people extremely sick. Seriously, even some hardened VR users will be clutching at their stomachs while whipping around the tracks at blistering pace through all the loops, drops, and turns. This looks absolutely nuts though, but be ready. Oculus is offering a free copy of Lone Echo to anyone who purchases a Rift up until midnight Thursday, December the 14th. Yo, what about me? Nice try. Yeah, don't want one anyway. So if you're looking to get a Rift in the near future and you missed the now sold out Newegg sale at $3.99 with Lone Echo, it's not bad at all. The physics-based VR puzzle game from Devious Tech, Marble Land, is up on Steam now and coming to Oculus Home in the next week or so. You'll need to plot a safe course for your marble down a treacherous path by aligning various pieces of the environment in a specific manner. A gem in its own right, the game currently has a 15% discount on Steam now until Thursday, December the 14th. Rift Core 2.0 has released for Oculus users who opted into the public test channel, and people are loving the new Dash UI and custom customizable environments. Some programs have reported strange occurrences, like performance shifts and the like, and given that it's in beta right now, if you're running 2.0 and are having these issues, just roll back to normal Oculus Home for the time being and submit your feedback to Oculus. Oculus have also filed a patent for a curved display for a VR headset that will likely lead to a wider field of view and help to eliminate some optical distortions. Currently, with the flat AMOLED and LCD screens used in VR headsets, a curved lens in conjunction with custom software is used to correct the image you see so that it is accurately presented in focus to the eye. With a curved display, however, you could get a much more natural projection with less force stretching and consequent distortion of the image. Very exciting stuff actually, and with advancements in VR like this being considered, the future is looking good. Also, a new version of the Alien Isolation VR mod is up on GitHub thanks to the tireless efforts of Nibre, and you can check this video for a guide to installing and running the mod, and also check the description below for a link to the update. EMU VR, which is a retro console emulator for VR, has an update video on YouTube showing scanned ROMs that have been spawned in the environment so the user can interact with them. Beta is likely starting in the next few months. The TP Cast, which makes the Rift wireless at a price tag of $349, has pre-orders going live on Monday, December the 11th for North American customers and partners, with shipping expected to start on December the 18th. And the PSVR has sold more than 2 million units alone. And finally, a Reddit user has spotted a dev placeholder in the Oculus Dash assets folder named Bread, and it's a cat breeding pic, which is not actually an uncommon dev thing to do. Quirky. And that's this week on the Grid VR. If you have more you would like to add, then hit me up in the comments below and let's discuss. And if you like this video, then crush that like button, hit the XO logo to subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!